Japan and Australia have reached a broad agreement on a historic defense deal. The Reciprocal Access Accord will facilitate more joint military operations. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison is in Tokyo to discuss defense and economic ties with his Japanese counterpart, Yoshihide Suga. Mr. Morrison says they have had a special responsibility to ensure a free and open Indo-Pacific. Michio Yoshida joins us now from Tokyo for more on this story. Michio, what's the aim then of this defense pact and why is it so significant?
Well, analysts here see it as a pact to counter a rising China, but the two leaders did not mention China. They said that the Japan-Australia Reciprocal Access Agreement is aimed to underpin the determination between the two countries for peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific. They are two of the Quad countries pushing for a free and open Indo-Pacific, which includes the U.S. and India. Now, under the signed broad agreement, defense and security cooperation will be stepped up between the two countries. For example, transport of weapons, military vehicles to each other's countries will be exempted from screening and paperwork. Now, Japan has an alliance with the United States only, and Japan's relationship with Australia will now be a special one, second to that of the United States. It's called the Special Strategic Partnership. They already do hold military drills at sea, in the skies, but ground forces can now hold drills under this pact.
Also, Michio, what else came out of the leaders' meeting?
Well, Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga said that he wished to discuss regional issues during the banquet, such as North Korea, including the abduction of Japanese to North Korea, the South China Sea, issues he wants Mr. Morrison's cooperation. And Mr. Morrison expressed his interest in science and technological cooperation on zero CO2 emission, on hydrogen, as in March, the first shipment of hydrogen is expected to arrive in Japan's Kobe port. And he wants to work together with Japan on the World Trade Organization reform, support the World Health Organization, as so many people are now suffering from COVID-19, to provide vaccine to countries, in particular to the Pacific Islands and to ASEAN nations. Mr. Morrison also gave his support to Mr. Suga to host next year's Tokyo Olympic Games. And as a token of good luck, he presented Mr. Suga with Olympic medals from the Sydney Games of 2000.